Hey guys, and welcome to this week's riveting art video. So I'm getting a lot of questions about supplies I use. I'm showing them here on screen now, just the micron pens as well as the black India ink. That's what I've been using for all of Inktober. And then also I'd like to remind you that you can go on my Redbubble and get any drawing, including the ones in this video, on pretty much anything: pillows, socks, stickers, t-shirts, anything. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start on our first prompt this week. It is prompt 20, tread. So I was excited for this one to draw like a cartoonier than I usually draw lady hiking over some rocks. I guess that's all there is to it. However, I did really enjoy it, and I hadn't really drawn in my cartoon style in a while. I was a little intimidated at first just doing a full body anatomy thingy. I really haven't done a lot of full body drawings in a while. I've been doing a lot of portraits and busts and things, just because that's what I enjoy doing. But I'm trying to force myself out of that habit and to draw more full body things. I really like how the plaid shirt turned out looking, as well as the rocks. The rocks, I think it was inspired, there's an artist here on YouTube called The Average Artist, and I saw her do a drawing with rocks with these like little lines going across them, and I thought it was just so like nice. It had such nice quality to it, so I wanted to try that out in my own drawing. So yeah, here's the finished drawing for day 20. So the prompt for day 21 was treasure, and I had a really hard time with this one. At first I was gonna draw like a treasure chest or something, and then I was like, okay, well, what are things in my life that I treasure? And I looked at my boyfriend and I gagged. So I was like, definitely not him. Anyway, I ended up drawing a treasure map. I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to try and make it like funny. By like naming things, stupid things. Like the mountain is Mount Mountain. And then we have the plains, and the sandy shores, and the salty sea. But I don't know. I was just like really not in the mood this week. I don't know. I have a lot going on, I guess you can say, and I'm about to go out of town, so I've been packing so much. And so I wasn't super passionate about any of the things I drew this week, as you might be able to tell by this voiceover. I just felt like I was doing them because I had to, and not necessarily because I wanted to. That being said, I do enjoy how this one turned out. So the prompt for day 22 is ghost, and when I first saw this I was super excited because there were a lot of like other prompts during Inktober, like snow and ornament and a bunch of things that just kind of had nothing to do with October and Halloween, and I just really wanted to draw a lot of October and Halloween themed things. So I was really excited about this prompt, so I had a lot of like high hopes on coming up with something kind of unique or cool for it, and I think I just kind of fell flat. But more so on a personal level, I think overall, I think there's a lot of people out there that would really enjoy this illustration, but I think I just had higher expectations than I was able to deliver per se. More so on a personal level, as I kind of mentioned. So I think where I kind of fell flat was on the shading for the face, because I really wanted it to look like the face was kind of coming out of the shadows, or like maybe it was in like this thick black liquid and it was slowly rising out of it or something. But I don't think it quite reads that way though. So I think it just ended up looking like the character had a mustache. I don't know. I think it was one of those things that, like, if I had used material I was more comfortable with than ink, then maybe I would have done better. And then I surrounded it by the text, "The ghost of the pain still haunts me today." and I made the mistake of trying to make the text look like it was dripping, so I had to go back over and fix it. But overall, like I said, I think it's kind of cool as a solo illustration, but doesn't really fit the prompt in my opinion. Alright, so for prompt 23 we had ancient, and I was inspired to draw a kind of Greek statue sort of situation. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I haven't drawn a face from the portrait angle in a while, so it was kind of good to see that I haven't lost that skill. Because I was really worried for a minute there that I wasn't going to be able to do it. I think my least favorite part of this drawing is the hair, but it's just because the statue that I used as reference, they just have really weird hair. It's like weird and made of stone. But I mean, I don't hate the hair. It's just if I had to say something was my least favorite part, it would be that. My favorite part, I guess, would be just the face in general. I'm really happy with how the nose and mouth turned out, and as well as that white outline around him. Alright, so for day 24, I believe we are on, was Dizzy, and so I decided, because my name is Izzy, I decided to draw a Dizzy Izzy. I'm pausing for laughter here, just take your time. You can just keep laughing. So yeah, I drew a self-portrait here, and then I put in the cartoons when someone's really dizzy and they put the little stars and things swirling around their head. So yeah, that's basically what I did. If you're interested in my channel and want merch, I guess this is the closest thing you can get to merch. You can get this on Redbubble and finally get a shirt with my face on it. It's exciting stuff, I hadn't done a self-portrait in a while, so it was kind of exciting. I think one of my favorite features of this is the sweater shirt situation where I did all the tight lines. Because in my reference photo I was wearing a black shirt, but my hair is also really dark, so I felt like it kind of blended together a little too much. I was like, how can I leave the sweater light colored but still kind of give it something interesting? So I ended up going for the very tight stripe situation. And then around the little stars and everything where it crosses over the drawing, I just outlined it in white just to help it pop a little bit. And I think it kind of looks like me, so, that's good. I really liked how this one turned out. Probably one of my favorite from the week. So on to day 25, we have Tasty. I decided to keep this one pretty simple because I never really draw food or anything like that. So you'll notice on the days during Inktober where I do something simple, it's usually because I don't normally draw that thing. So I just want to kind of take it easy and do a little bit of a study per se and not push myself too hard, just so I can feel comfortable, and then maybe someday in the future, if I enjoy drawing, I will feel more confident to do something a little bit more intense. So I was really kind of think this cupcake's pretty cute, honestly. I feel like it's a little boring, but again, I think for my first time doing a cupcake, not too shabby. And I decided to put the gold metallic pen on the sprinkles, just to give them a little something special. And then on to day 26, I believe, the theme for this one was dark, which is very not specific. I ended up being a little inspired by Billie Eilish's music video where she drinks the black water and it starts coming out of her eyeballs. So I kind of went for something like that, but not exactly that. I didn't base the eye shape or nose shape or anything off of her specifically, but it just got me thinking about, bleeding black blood, I guess. So as you can see, I kind of I put it right under the eyes, and I got it really wet and then let it drip down the face. I kind of had to help guide the ink a little bit, and it was taking forever to dry. So I ended up sopping up some of the excess ink and then just kind of filling it in a thinner layer. And yeah, I put a little bit of white gel pen just to make it look like it's shiny. Alright, so let's do a quick flip through of this week's 7 illustrations. So yeah, sorry for not being the most enthusiastic and outgoing voiceover person this week. Just been really, really exhausted. But we have one last Inktober video before I go back to my regularly scheduled contents. So make sure you guys tune in next week and check out that video. Make sure to subscribe. We have lots of art content coming in the future. So thank you, and I'll catch you in the next riveting art video.